Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Letterman Show. I'm one of your hosts, Darien Rencher, joined by.
Amari Rodgers, man, what's going on?
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Look, taking time out your day. Hopefully, like I said, this could be entertaining, give you a little insight, give you a little thought behind where the Tigers are. We're going to get into it. Really, it's bye week, so I feel like there's really nothing going on. So let's just talk the season in its entirety, where we came from, where we are, where we believe we are headed. And I think my overall, we was talking to Amari before this, but like, to me, the season's like post Georgia. You know, like even like they say like BC, like before Christ, or AD after Christ. Like this season, the whole season is literally like post Georgia. What happened? Because obviously Georgia game was what it was. Post Georgia, I feel like we have been playing as good as any team in the country.
No doubt, no doubt. And like I said in the tweet that I tweeted a couple days ago, man, I feel like we match up against any team right now. You know, the way that we're playing on both sides of the ball, I feel like if we play any team right now, it could be a good game. So, and that's kind of how college football is nowadays. You know, NIL and stuff like that. It's more even playing field. So it's a lot of teams that could compete for that thing. So that's what I like about the 12-team playoff, and you know that's what I like about the NIL too, and the transfer portal. You know, it's a lot of good teams and it's a lot of good ball every single weekend. So man, I love seeing
Facts.
that, and I love seeing how we're balling right now. So I'm excited to see how we match up against some of these best teams. You know, as the season gets later in the year.
Yeah, bro. I think just looking at the season too, like as a, I know it's Sweeney, like we've been in programs as a coach, as an AD, like all the higher up people, like you want to see progress from year to year. You know, you want to see like the hires you made, like kind of come to fruition and hopefully, obviously, be what you spent money on. And I just think everything we've invested in this over this course of like last year or two, come off last year, has been we've got our return on investment. You know,
No
honestly,
doubt.
like hiring Garrett Riley has turned to be a great investment. Matt Luke, great investment. All the defensive hires we made.
Hmm.
Nick Eason was over the last couple of years has been one of the best hires we've had at Clemson. So
I
I just
mean,
think that like everything we brought in, I feel like the return on investment has been really good. And even like look at the freshman classes that have been brought in. 'Cause that's been a big thing during some of the years where we kind of struggled. A lot of people, like a lot of the big investments and recruits we had, like just didn't pan out. Like during
right,
that like post national championship runs we had, like you go to like 2020, 2021, 2022, a lot of big time recruits, like a lot of those guys transferred. A
right,
lot. Like a lot of
yeah,
those classes, like it's one of the like kind of like the as you go back and look, a lot of those 19 class, 20 class, 21 class, a lot of those guys did finish their careers at Clemson, and obviously
hmm,
that hurt the program. So I just think like last year's freshman class, this year's freshman class, I feel like Clemson, kudos to you. Hats off to
yeah.
Sweeney, hats off to George
Kudos,
Soros,
kudos,
whoever
man.
else, Todd Clements, like whoever's doing recruiting, y'all did a good job.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. The coaching staff, they're doing a great job recruiting. And like you said, the guys they brought in, they're great recruiters, and they always been. That's literally like what they're known for is recruiting. Coach Eason, the offensive line coach, Coach Luke, and all those
Facts.
guys. Like great recruiters, great relationship with player guys, and that's what you want in college football, man. You want to have that
Facts.
relationship with your college coach, and I feel like you know what it means when you feel like
Yeah.
everything you do, you're walking on eggshell. So you want to be able to have a coach that you can rely on, have that relationship with, and also know that you can trust them because they've been there, they've coached at a high level for a long time. So I feel like we have a lot of
Facts.
coaches like that at Clemson now, and that's showing off, man. Compared to that's why I like that we haven't tapped into the portal for real because
No, I
it's just
know.
showing how great of a coaching staff that we have and how they're able to turn the players that we have there around to still put a great product out in the field.
Right. They've been running that Sweeney, I guess like every game, the Sweeney kind of like animation of him not taking any portal players. They play that every single game. I think it's been cool. I think it's a hats off to me as a recruiting pitch, honestly, to see Sweeney's philosophy actually stand the test of time. Because it
Exactly.
took a little hit when obviously we're playing bad. Because obviously people were
Hmm.
like, "Why don't we just go get the portal guys and have a quick fix?" And you see
Exactly.
what like not to knock like Florida State, but that is a prime example of a quick fix,
Hmm.
but not building a long program, a long lasting program. I feel like what
Exactly.
Sweeney is saying, like I would rather lose. Like he said he says
He
I would
said that a
rather
lot.
lose. I would rather lose than do things that he feels like are disingenuous or inauthentic to the long term vision. And I think
Exactly.
obviously fans sometimes are like very nearsighted and don't see the big picture. But I feel like this year to me has proven ultimately like as a fan, you want to have uh, a program instead of a good team because good programs produce good teams. Good teams are here and like flash in the pan here today, go tomorrow. Honestly,
Exactly,
especially in
and you
today's
see
college
that you
football.
see that with you see that for Michigan, for example. Like good team last year, they had a
USC,
great team. USC, like it's a lot of teams, man. That Michigan, for example, for real, because they was undefeated,
facts.
and now
No,
they're
no, it
like
wasn't
bottom
natty.
bottom of the conference literally like a few months later. So it's like little examples like that to where it makes sense. I'd rather build a program that lasts forever or for decades as opposed to building something that lasts for one season or two seasons. So I feel like Sweeney's been doing a great job of that from the beginning of him being at Clemson.
No facts. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like where we are, man. Like where we came from. I think obviously post Georgia, man. I felt we did exactly. If you could paint the script for the season after you lose a big game, national televised, like come out the gate and get spanked, go respond. I mean,
Right.
offense look great, K's look great. It's been picture perfect, bro. So I just think if we can just, I think where we are now, 6-1, bye week, um, playing dominant football, back in the top 10, we're in the playoff picture as exactly where we want to be. ACC running, like we
Exactly.
got. I mean, I don't think we should left the gas because like going to VT is not going. It's never been easy. We got Pitt, who's playing good ball, top 25 team.
Hmm.
And then you kind of get into in South Carolina, bro. That's one game. When we get to that one, like, I think South Carolina should be 5-1, like for real.
That's
Like, bro,
the
they only
SEC,
get
man. That's the SEC
the
for you.
Ole Miss game was a gimme. They should tip your hat. Ole Miss had that number, but the LSU game, Bama game, bro, they should have won those games. So I
Exactly.
think the rest of the season, like, it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out. But I mean, I would expect us to win every game and finish the
Hmm.
season 11-1, going to ACC championship and playing whoever that could be, SMU or Miami.
Yeah. No doubt. And I see the South Carolina team. Like you remember when we went to the Natty our undefeated year and we played Debo Samuel and them boys. And they
It was
had they had a
dogfighting.
few they had a few losses, but man,
Yeah,
it was a team and it was a tough
correct.
game for us. Even though we won by 20 plus, it was still a tough
Right.
game for us.
But yeah, you felt the
So
game. It was competitive for sure.
exactly. So I kind of feel like that's what the energy is going to be like for this year. Kind of rivalry, high scoring, back and forth. But
Right.
we're the better team at the end of the day. So I feel like we still gonna get it done. So I'm excited to see how that goes, though. We always
I mean,
ready for our South Carolina game. So
that's what I'm saying. Nah, me too, me too. Obviously, they got us. I guess it was 2 years ago, so we definitely try to
yeah,
get another streak rolling.
right.
But yeah, man, that's what I feel like. Post Georgia, then getting like I said, we got bye week, and then I mean going ahead. I would just love to see the team continue to get better. That's the biggest thing,
Hmm.
and obviously that's what Sweeney's preaching. I mean, don't look at the schedule. Like just continue to play to a standard,
Exactly.
and hopefully that holds up to when everybody really wants it to matter most. So when all these championships on the line in November, and so I
Right.
think I mean, we're in a great spot, man. I think from like a program standpoint, like we went through the fire the past couple of years. I
Yeah.
felt we on the other side of that, and it's
Definitely.
really the new era. It's a new Sweeney era. I mean, this is
Hmm.
like post a lot of people who are coaching, and I feel like you can see like just once again, like I know he had he wanted to prove something to the world, but once again, I feel like Clemson's back in
Oh yeah.
that national elite conversation. Um, Getting some individual. I feel like Cade low key is playing himself. He keep playing this. He gonna be in New York, bro. I don't think he'll win it this year.
Hey, he's
I
he
don't,
top three. He top three right now.
yeah, I don't think he will win it this year. Just off like
Yeah. Yeah.
the first two dudes, they got too much hype, and I just think they
Right.
haven't.
Right.
And I feel like they coming off previous great years. I do think Cade can be in New York from just to honor his season, but
Hmm.
next year.
Facts.
Like you know what I'm saying, it'll be his to lose, low key, unless somebody else come out the gate playing crazy.
No
Um,
doubt. Nah, it's still an honor to even just go to New York.
Correct.
That's it's still an honor. So even if it was for him to go up there, that's still like a great season. And to go to New York and then to win a natty possibly, that's even better. So like I'd rather
Right.
take that at the end of the day too. So that's still a possibility. So that still be a great season. And he's balling, man. So he's definitely earned it.
That's what I'm saying. I love. I mean, I think he's just is in competition for all the quarterback awards, like whatever the
Mhm.
Manning or I don't know what the awards are, but like
Yeah.
like any the quarterback of the year awards, he's definitely got to be in the running for that if he keeps playing like he's playing. Like I would think it was him, Cam Ward, and
The guy from Indiana right
Carson Beck.
now. Roy.
Indiana's going crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
put
Curtis
Carson
Ford.
Beck in there. Yeah,
Yeah, you could. It's a few little solid quarterbacks that you know.
but he in the mix. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
No denying, bro, is in the
Right.
mix, if not towards the top of that list. So
Yeah,
hats off to him.
you can't have a conversation about top quarterbacks right now without mentioning him.
Kate Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
Sure.
which is a huge like. That's what I'm saying, bro. Just a huge 180 because people know he had it in him. He's playing exactly to the level of what people saw for him coming to the program. So hats off to bro. Um, yeah, man. Like I said, I think where we are, we get this a little bit just future focus. Like if we were playing today to playoff, we would not have a home playoff game, but that would be cool to get a home playoff game in Death Valley. That honestly might be. I mean, that would be the biggest game ever at Clemson. Would it not be?
Say that again.
I feel like that would have to be the biggest game ever. Like that would have to be the
Oh
biggest game
yeah.
ever in
Oh
Clemson.
what?
Like
For
I mean,
sure.
honestly,
Because
we
I
didn't
know
have
like
big games. Like you think about Louisville game, Notre Dame game, like program games. But I just think hype. I mean, I don't know, man. That would be up there, if not top, better than those games because you playing for something, you know.
exactly, literally. And when is the last time since Louisville, right? That it was a top 10 matchup in Clemson at home that we had since like Louisville. And that was like before I was at Clemson. So it's like it's been a minute.
That was my freshman year. Yeah, I know. That's 2016.
Yeah. So it's like
I'm sure. Well, no, we had the NC State game, but the year I left. But I mean,
top
what?
10. NC State was top
Yeah,
10
it was game day. It was top 10. It was top 10. It was when they had I forgot what they had going on, but it was a top 10 game. But
every time
I'm just
we whooped that tail and then they fell off after that. So that's all
no, for sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I think that would be amazing, man. From like the just from a school standpoint to have a home playoff game in Clemson, South Carolina, that would be incredible. So I'm hoping it happens. Um, or man, who knows? We might play ourselves and get in that bye. I don't know. We might see. We might end up being top four. It's all said and done, depending on how everything plays out. So we'll see. I would love to
Man,
get a
I'm
home playoff
telling
game
you,
though.
the ACC championship, man. If we win out and do what we're supposed to do, that's gonna be the game, man. Versus Miami, it's gonna be the game of the year.
Well, if we're giving out mid-season awards right now, if we were doing it, defensive player of the year for Clemson, who you going with?
Defensive
You can
player, defensive player of the year.
for Clemson.
I ain't gonna lie, I may have to go with AV.
He's been balling, bro.
I may have to go with AV. Yeah.
He been balling for real.
Nah, he's been
Like
definitely, man. What did he has 2 interceptions?
yeah,
Um,
his
shoot, I have
presence though, like his
just
presence.
exactly. It's just his swagger that he brings. It's like people still try him every single week, and it's like he's like, no, like you're not,
Yeah, I
you're
know.
not getting nothing on me, and it's like exactly what you want in a DB, man. And it's like you love to see a type of player like that. It's like Clemson always has a DB like that. That's like, we had
Y'all,
AJ, and then we before that, well, we had a lot of guys that
Jamia
showed up.
Mullen,
Mackenzie
C.J.
Alexander.
Alexander.
It's just that swagger. You have that one guy that has that swagger that everybody knows, and he's that guy. And AB's definitely stamped that this year. So
I mean Nate. I mean we didn't have some dudes. Like, we definitely we
exactly,
always got
Nate.
one or two that's like
And speaking of Nate,
that.
man,
I mean
he's
Booth,
Booth. Exactly, man. We hey, Clemson done put some out there, man. So
a lot out there, bro. A lot out
exactly.
there. Yeah, I would give it to. I think AB's a good pick. Honestly, like I just think about who I see disrupting. Like I always see AB around the field. I think I always see Barrett
Hmm.
too. So I'll
Yeah.
probably either go. Mine would be Barrett or Demonte Capar. Cuddy.
Yeah.
Cuddy
Yeah.
be causing havoc.
Yes.
Bro be
Yes.
wreaking
Hey,
havoc.
that
Like he just
that one
disrupts
play.
everything.
Literally, like just pushing back versus Wake Forest, we just saw him push the center back to the mesh. Like that's stuff that
Yeah,
you seen Christian Wilkins and Dexter and them do when we played them, and it's like
it's
that just
freakish,
takes you
bro.
back to that time, and it's great to see that. Like he's an animal for sure.
It's real freakish. So I think those three to me, I like AB, AJ. I say AB, AJ, AB, Barrett, and Cuddy. If I was going offensive player of the year, obviously the obvious would be Cade. I
Hmm.
mean, just for obvious reasons, bro has been balling. If I
Exactly.
was given a couple other ones to throw in a conversation, though, I think I don't know if either one of us had a better season. I feel like all these would be my B option. I think Cade's obviously A because what he's doing is nuts.
Right.
If I was given like a B, I feel like Antonio, Phil, and Brinkstone have all had like really good seasons so far. I don't know if any one of them have had like what I'm saying, like a better season than the other one. I thought they all have been balling. So
No, no
I would
doubt.
go Cade and then go them three.
No
I don't
doubt.
know if you
No
got
doubt.
who you feel.
For sure. No, I agree. I agree. I feel like that's yeah. A1 and then A2 is those three.
Yeah, because I feel like it's tiers, bro. I feel like them like Cade is having a historical season. the other three are just balling. Like they have
Right.
like great seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So I would put them in the conversation at least just to be mentioned. And
Right.
then rookies of the year on the offense, I would go. The two freshmen. They obviously like TJ's come on later. Wesco came on early, but Wesco been hurt. But them two
Right.
to me have been special. Like
Right. No, for sure. I say TJ more too, because like you said, Wesco's been out a couple weeks, and TJ's just ever since Wesco been out, just been showing up and filling those shoes. So, hey, just
yeah,
going up. So I'm excited to see when Wesco gets back how them boys are going, finish out the season.
that's
So,
same, bro. Same. So like they look very promising, obviously. And then on the defensive side, I would go Sammy Brown. Which I think
yeah,
anybody else is young and is playing like really playing a lot. I feel like it's just him on the defensive side, like a freshman.
nah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
like making noise. There's a couple guys that got sprinkled in there, but I feel like he's the main one as far as a freshman that's really playing a lot.
no, for sure. Nah, he is though. He is
Yeah. Who would you get most improved to?
most improved on both sides or just defense.
You can pick one on each side.
Um, on this side. Man, Olsen, the tight end, 11.
Also, Pat Henry for sure.
He
I think
showed
he's
up,
definitely.
2 touchdowns last game,
I
and he's
agree.
been he's been making plays, sparkles every now and then. So it needs a consistent blocker too. So that's
Yeah.
something that you love out of a tight end always. So I feel like he's definitely up there in that conversation.
I would give it to him. I like Olsen, and I also like Troy Stellato because
Yeah,
Troy's like
true.
you need like just a consistent receiver. Like
Yeah,
it's not you know what I'm saying he not like I feel like not as flashy,
hmm,
but when you think about sure hands, dependable guy,
yeah,
and he's been injured a lot throughout his career, so I'm like really proud of what he's doing.
no, for
And
sure.
then on defensive side, I would probably go with trying to think most
Mm,
improved.
I'm trying to think too, huh?
I mean, probably like someone like the. I mean, I feel like I want to go TJ and Peter. I feel like they were already kind of proven, but most
Yeah,
improved. Um, like honestly, I would probably put Demonte back in the conversation,
yeah, I'm
and I
saying,
would probably put. I would probably put. Um, I think just growth. I don't know if because it wasn't like he was popping, but I think Wade Woodaz is a baller,
yeah, I
bro.
was gonna say Wade too,
I
because
think
he was already,
I'm not saying he didn't come from nothing. I think just his progression like makes him
mhm,
improve. Like I feel like he's
yeah.
a baller, bro. Wade Woodaz is a dog.
No, for sure. It's like just like the whole team, like week by week, he's getting better, and you see him around more plays, making more tackles and stuff like that. So, yeah, him and Barrett definitely a good combo together.
Yeah, bro. So look, there it is, guys. We're 6-1. I know there's been multiple emotions this year, but I mean, you really couldn't. I think us being undefeated what prepared us where we want to go as much as us
All right.
taking that first loss and learning those lessons. So I think
Mm-hmm.
we in a great spot. We got everything. As Swinton said, we're in the driver's seat. Got everything ahead of us, and I'm excited to see what we do next. I want to see us continue to get better. And honestly, I mean, the sky's the limit with this team. I I wouldn't say like I'm just super convinced that it's gonna happen, but I do believe it can happen. If that makes sense.
No, for
Like
sure.
I think I would be like at the bare minimum, I want to win an ACC championship.
Mm-hmm.
Anything after that, come off last season, is icing on the cake.
No,
But
for
that's how I
sure.
feel. Like I said, I'm not like, am I going to just put money down like 1,000%? Nah, but I do think we can compete with anybody, and I do believe it could happen.
No, for sure, man. I feel like we're hitting our stride at the right moments. It's still like 5 more games left, but in the middle of the season, by bye week, you want to know who your team is and know what your team is about. And I feel like Coach Sweeney definitely knows what their team is about and what they have and what they can do and the potential.
Right.
So man, I'm just excited of that for it. Man, we get this bye week and get back healthy, finish out the season strong, man. We got some games, man. We got some matchups.
I
So
know.
I'm
I
excited
know.
to
It's gonna
see
be
how they
exciting to
finish
see.
it out, though. No doubt.
Same, bro. Well, look, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share all that stuff. Like, let's get this. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all help us get to that if you're listening. Share with your friends. Give us some feedback. Tweet us, DM us, all that good stuff. But thank y'all, Clemson family, and whoever else watching is a football fan. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's Darien Rencher signing off.
Amari Rodgers, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in.